So this is the problem of slope area method. Here upstream and downstream section properties are given, water elevation for both, cross sectional area and hydraulic mean radius. Also the Manning coefficient n is equal to 0.022. So to solve this question we need two values, eddy head loss coefficient and conveyance, that is k, which is given by under root k1 k2, where k1 is conveyance for upstream section and k2 is conveyance for downstream section. So k1 is given by 1 upon n capital A r is to power 2 by 3, where r is hydraulic mean radius. So I'm solving k1 and k2. You can solve it on your own with the help of calculator. So k would come out to be k1 k2 raised to power 1 by 2, which comes out to be 8086.36 meter cube per second. So now we will follow our step 1, which is assume velocity for upstream and downstream section to be equal, that is v1 is equal to v2. I forgot to calculate ke. So eddy head loss coefficient for contraction and expansion are different. ke1 is for contraction, which is 0.1, and ke2 for expansion, which is 0.35. Since contraction is going on in this problem, so we would take ke1 as our eddy head loss coefficient. So now as we have assumed v1 is equal to v2, so eddy head loss is 0, and we can take total head loss is equal to frictional head loss. Total head loss is difference between water elevation, which is, as I'm solving it, 0.054 meter. So now that I have solved HL, so it is equal to HF. Now as per Manning's equation I can find the discharge, which is equal to K under root S, where S is HF by L. So length between the upstream and downstream section is 500 meters. So I would solve it substituting the values. This is 500 meter. I forgot to tell you in the question, it is 500 meter, the distance between upstream and downstream section. So this result would come out to be 84.04 meter cube per second. It's not the final discharge, it is first iteration. So v1 come out to be discharge upon cross sectional area of upstream, and substituting the values 0.916 meter per second, and v2 area upon in this discharge upon area. So area for downstream section is 84.354. On substituting the values we would get the value of v2 to be 0.996 meter per second. Now that we know the values of v1 and v2, we can find the value of eddy head loss. Eddy head loss is given by the equation H E is equal to Ke mod of v1 square minus v2 square by 2g. v1 square minus v2 square by 2g mod. On substituting the values we would get the value of Ke is 0.1, v1 square 0.916 square minus 0.996 meter per second का whole square and upon 2g. G is 9.81. So with the help of calculator you can solve it. I had solved it with calculator, it's come out to be 0.009332, and its unit is meter because it's loss of head, and head unit is meter. So HF comes out to be head loss minus total head loss minus eddy head loss. So head loss would be equal to loss of potential head plus loss of velocity head and minus HE. So I'm substituting this H1 minus H2, potential head loss plus head loss, v1 square minus v2 square by 2g, and minus eddy head loss. Eddy head loss is Ke1 mod of V1 square minus V2 square by 2G. Ke1 because contraction is given in the question. So now we need to substitute the value on substitutes as we had solved earlier. 0.1. So these are the values that I have substituted and calculated directly. You can solve it on your own. 0.047 comes out to be frictional head loss. Now that we have got the value of frictional head loss, we can find the value of discharge. And for discharge is second iteration, because HF in first iteration we had assumed V1 is equal to V2. Now that we have got different values of V1 and V2, we can find the value of discharge for the second iteration. In second iteration, the discharge comes out to be 8086 point, the value whatever was that for K, multiplied by under root 0.047 divided by length 500 meter. So on solving it, the discharge for second iteration comes out to be 78.4 meter cube per second. Now we can solve V1 and V2 by substituting Q upon A1 and Q upon A2 respectively, as I have solved it earlier. So I am directly substituting the values. You can do it on your own. And do remember that it is our second iteration. Don't take these results to be final. They needs multiple iteration in order to come to exact value. So similarly we would proceed to third iteration. Let me tell you how the second iteration would go on second time. I'm telling you, as we have solved in first iteration, similar procedure for second iteration. From V1 and V2 we would find the values of eddy head loss from this formula, and after getting the eddy head loss value we can find the frictional head loss value from this formula. After getting the frictional head loss we can find the discharge for third iteration, which is K under root HF by L. After finding the discharge we can find the values of V1 and V2 for third iteration. After third iteration we would go on to fourth iteration. So this procedure goes on and we would find exact value.